Good morning, students. Welcome you all for next generation learning. Today we are going to see the subject physics, class 9, chapter 9, force and laws of motion. Topics: numerical problems, example sum 9.1 to 9.5. Dear students, you have to take your book and see example sum 9.1. A constant force acts on an object of mass 5 kg for a duration of 2 seconds. It increased the object velocity from 3 meter per second to 7 meter per second. Find the magnitude of the applied force. Now, if the force was applied for a duration of 5 seconds, what would be the final velocity of the object? See the first line. A constant force acts on an object of mass 5 kg. So this is an object. It has a mass 5 kg. And the constant force is act on this object for 2 seconds. After applying this force, the velocity of this object is changed from 3 meter per second to 7 meter per second. Find the magnitude of the force. The magnitude means the value of the force. If the force was applied for the 5 second means, what is the final velocity? So listen the solution. Mass of the object, the mass means small letter m, 5 kg. The given mass is 5 kg. So time taken t equal to 2 seconds. So 2 seconds. Initial velocity. The object changed the velocity from 3 meter per second to 7 meter per second. So 3 meter per second is the initial velocity. The initial velocity is u. 7 meter per second is the final velocity. So final velocity v equal to 7 meter per second. You have to calculate the magnitude of the applied force. So we need to calculate the force. In Newton's second law of motion, we know that F equal to m v minus u by t. The value of m is 5. The value of v is 7. The value of u is the 3. The value of t is 2. 7 minus 3 we get 4. So 5 into 4 by 2. 5 into 4 by 2. 1 2s are 2. 2 2s are 4. 5 into 2 10 Newton. So the magnitude of the force is 10 Newton. In second part, if the force was applied for duration of 5 seconds, what would be the final velocity of the object? So here we need to find final velocity of the object. So the same mass m equal to 5 kg, but the time is 5 seconds. The force is 10 Newton calculated from the first one. Initial velocity 3 meter per second. Final velocity we have to calculate. We know the formula F equal to m v minus u by t. The value of F is 10. The value of m is 5. The value of v we have to calculate. The value of u is 3 by 5. If the 5 will come here means 10 into 5. not this 5 is will come to here, equal to 5 into v minus 3. So 10 into 5, 50. This 5 will come here. So 5 equal to v minus 3. Listen one second. Listen this step. This 5 come here. So 10 into 5 equal to 5 into v minus 3. 10 into 5, 50 equal to 5 into v minus 3. This 5 come to left. So 50 by 5 equal to v minus 3. When we divide 50 by 5, 1 5s are 5, 10 5s are 50. 10 v minus 3. So 10 equal to v minus 3. The 3 will to left side, come to left side. 10 plus 3 equal to v. So v equal to 13 meter per second. So the new final velocity is 13 meter per second. The next question, which would require a greater force accelerating 2 kilogram mass at 5 meter per second square or 4 kilogram mass at 2 meter per second square? There are the two objects. One is 2 kilogram and another one is 4 kilogram. The 2 kilogram mass accelerated 5 meter per second. The 4 kilogram mass accelerated 2 meter per second. That means second square. So, which would require the greater force? 2 kilogram mass or 4 kilogram mass? So finding force, you know that force equal to mass into acceleration, F equal to ma. For finding force in both the cases, mass 1 and mass 2. m1 is 2 kilogram, a1 is 5 meter per second square. So F1 equal to m1 into a1. The value of m1 is 2, the value of a1 is 5. 2 into 5, 10 Newton. And for mass 2, the m2 is 4 kilogram, a2 equal to 2 meter per second square. F2 equal to m2 into a2, that means F equal to ma, here 2. The value of m2 is 4 and the value of a2 is 2. When we multiply 4 into 2, we get 8 Newton. So F1 and F2. So which would require a greater force? 2 kilogram mass or 4 kilogram mass? The 2 kilogram mass require the more force. Because you know that F equal to ma. The force is directly proportional to A. So here the acceleration is more. So the mass m1 require more force. F1 is greater than F2. 2 kilogram mass would require greater force. In question number 3, 9.3, a motor car is moving with a velocity of 108 km per hour and it takes 4 seconds to stop after the brakes applied. So, this is a motor car. It has a velocity 180 km per hour. That means it travelled 180 km in 1 hour. It takes to stop it takes 4 seconds to stop after apply the brakes. Calculate the force exerted by the brake on the motor car if its mass along with the passenger is 1000 kilogram. Along with the passenger, the mass of this motor car is 1000 kilogram. You have to calculate the force. So mass of the motor car along with the passenger is m equal to 1000 kilogram. Initial velocity is 108 km per hour. The time is 4 seconds. The final velocity is 0 because after applied the brake, the object does not move. So the final velocity is 0 meter per second. Converting the initial velocity in meter per second, in initial velocity they given kilometer per hour. You have to convert the kilometer per hour into meter per second. Initial velocity u equal to 108 kilometer per hour. You know that 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meter, 1 hour equal to 3600 second. So 1 kilometer per hour, 1 kilometer equal to 1000, 1 hour equal to 3600 seconds. If you cancel the 0, 10 by 36, 5 2s are 10 and 18 2s are 36. So 1 kilometer per hour equal to 5 by 18 meter per second. So instead of kilometer per hour, you have to use 5 by 18 meter per second. So if you cancel this, you get 30 meter per second. So the initial velocity in terms of meter per second is 30 meter per second. We need to find the force exerted by the brake. You know the formula, force equal to m v minus u by t. The value of m is 1000, the value of v is 0, the value of u is 30, the value of t is 4. These are known values. So 1000, 0 minus 30 by 4. 0 minus 30 minus 30. 1 4s are 4. 254s are 1000. So 250. 250 into 30, 7500. The minus 7500 Newton because the unit of force is Newton. The negative sign of the force means that the force was applied in the opposite direction. So the brake always applied in the opposite direction of the motion. This negative sign indicates that the force applied in opposite direction of motion. Example 9.4. A force of 5 Newton gives mass m1, an acceleration of 10 meter per second square, and a mass m2, an acceleration of 20 meter per second square. What acceleration would give if both the masses were tied together? Listen the question. Here there are the two mass m1 and mass m2. The force is 5 Newton for both the cases. It is accelerating 10 meter per second square and the mass 2 is accelerating 20 meter per second square. What acceleration would it give both the masses were tied together? If I tied these two masses, what is the acceleration? For the force is 5 Newton. So listen the solution. Force F equal to 5 Newton. Acceleration produced in object 1, A1 equal to 10 meter per second square. Acceleration produced in object 2, the A2 is 20 meter per second square. So mass of the object is m1, object 1 is m1, object 2 is m2. It is given that same force is applied to both the object. So let us find the mass of both the object. We know the formula, force equal to mass into acceleration. So mass equal to force per acceleration. Object 1, the mass m1, force is same, acceleration a1. The value of force is 5, the value of a1 is 10. 5 by 10 we get 1 by 2. The 1 by 2 is 0.5, the unit of mass is kilogram. If you take object 2, m2 equal to f by a2. The value of f is 5, the value of a2 is 20. 5 by 20, when we cancel 5 by 20, 1 5s are 5, 4 5s are 20. So 1 by 4. If you divide 1 by 4, you get 0.25 kilogram. So now we need to find the acceleration if both the masses were tied together. You have to calculate the acceleration if the both the masses were tied together. But the force is same. Force is 5 Newton. The combined mass m1 plus m2, 0.5 for m1, 0.25 for m2. When we add 0.5 plus 0.25, we get 0.75 kilogram. So from this we can calculate the acceleration. Force equal to mass into acceleration. Acceleration equal to force per mass. That means the force mass will come left hand. So the value of force m, the mass is m1 plus m2. The value of force 5 Newton, the m1 plus m2 is 0.75. In 0.75 we will write 3 by 4. When we divide 3 by 4 we get 0.75. So here the 0.75 is written 3 by 4. So 5 into 3 by 4. 5 into 1, it come to up, it is 4 by 3. So 4 into 5 into 4, 20 by 3. When we divide 20 by 3, 1 3s are 3, 6 3s are 18. Remaining 2, 6 3s are 18. Again it's going 6.66. For instead of 6.66, we can write 6.67. So the unit of acceleration is meter per second squared. So the acceleration produced is 6.67 meter per second squared. When we tied the two masses together, the acceleration is 6.67 meter per second squared. The next question, the example sum 9.5. The velocity time graph of a ball of mass m, 20 gram, moving along a straight line on a table is given. This is a velocity time graph. The ball is rolling on the table according to the time. If you draw the graph, we get the straight line. The mass of the ball is 20 gram. How much force does the table exert on the ball to bring it to rest? Listen the solution. From the graph we know that at a time 0, initial velocity is, this is the initial velocity, u is 20 centimeter per second. That means 0, 20. At a time 10 second, the velocity is 0. 10, 0. So at a time 0 second, the initial velocity is u equal to 20 centimeter per second. At a time 10 second, the final velocity is 0 centimeter per second. We need to find force, so finding acceleration first. In velocity time graph is a straight line, so the acceleration is constant. So in velocity time graph, we get the straight line. The straight line represent that the acceleration is constant. So acceleration equal to final velocity minus initial velocity by time. The final velocity is represented at v and initial velocity is u. A equal to v minus u by t. The final velocity is 0, initial velocity is 20, the time is 10. Because 0 minus 10 second, 10 second. 0 minus 20 by 10. When we divide minus 20 by 10, it is 2. Minus 2 centimeter per square, centimeter per second square. The minus sign represents that the acceleration is in negative direction. This is a positive direction, this is negative direction. Converting the meter per second squared into centimeter per meter squared. Converting the centimeter per second squared into meter per second squared. 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. So 1 centimeter equal to 1 by 100. 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter. So 1 by 100 meter equal to 1 centimeter. So 1 centimeter per second squared equal to 1 by 100 meter per second squared. Minus, see here value minus 2 centimeter per square. So minus 2 centimeter per second square. Instead of centimeter per second square, you have to substitute 1 by 100 meter per second square. When we divide 2 by 100, we get 0.02, the minus and minus. So the acceleration is equal to minus 0.02 meter per second squared. And the mass of the body m is 20 gram. You have to convert the gram into kilogram. So 20 by 1000 kilogram. When we divide 20 by 1000, the 0 cancel. So 2 by 100 we can write 0.02 kilogram. We know that force equal to mass into acceleration. So force equal to the value of mass is 0.02 kilogram. The acceleration is 0.0. The minus 0.02. So in 0.02 we can write, this is minus 0.02 will write 2 by 100. So minus 2 by 100 into 2 by 100. See, minus 2 into plus 2, minus 2 into 2 equal to minus 4. 100 into 100, 1000. So minus 4 by 1000. When we divide minus 4 by 1000, we get minus 0.004 Newton. So the negative sign of the force means that the force applied in the opposite direction of the motion. What is the meaning of that? If the object is moving in this direction means when we applied the force, the force, when we apply the brake, the object move in the opposite direction. So the negative sign indicates that the force was applied in opposite direction of motion. So homework, you have to practice the thought numericals from 9.1 to 9.5. If you have any doubt in this numericals, you can ask through teachment session. Take your book and open chapter number 9, Force and Laws of Motion, and turn the page. See the example sum 9.1 we discussed. 9.2 discussed. 9.3 discussed. 9.4 discussed. And 9.5 discussed. Up to this we completed. Thank you for watching. Thank you all.